I know say Akufo-Addo amemoni nkoyi, but I'm going to give you the voting patterns in Ghana. We ma ubufu wa ho. Enyame. They say there is a likelihood say NDC may lose the next election and NPP will win. Because NDC and I say Wama is serious. NDC is one of the most unserious political party in the world. NDC is one of the most unserious political parties. One better try work as I say one would happen or a parliament no. One would the speaker can we so they have been approved. Treacherous. So I say maybe not 2024 na momoko. Unserious. Now, yanko aye abato aya tu no krum ha. Ne follow. Enko nkotie kwase ani aboa o. Na tie kwase ani aboa wie ne ekọ elections ni wie na uko vulusu a mekansem hunu tie nie. Uko tie kwase aboa Jimmy for 5 hours wie. Now we lose the next election and mekansem hunu. We are only giving you fact. I am making a statement here today. NPP and NDC, both of them, you can organic tienye political party be one organic followership. Even when you go to the US, it is there. Democrat for more organic leadership, you can say followership, and Republicans were more organic. Democrat for the Hispanics and blacks and Mexicans and Chesemkofu from Kroma one Democrat for the black community or Mojo vote free. Republicans vote free the white community normal. So now we do Ghana here. Voter region, there be an racism na asante foye racism and across adi and yebeti tie friwo nyansa bi anim voting patterns no say de tie e wo krom ha nyina yebekyerew egbefo ba bi omoto omabakọ asante fo bi omoto omabakọ eno kwa yebekire mu amu ohunu se ba bi okra omo ye ade kakra e che ba bi yebeti tie friwo. But the voting patterns of this country, which will show you said there is a likelihood Akufo-Addo de on te say Akufo ono onye Democrat sa Akufo-Addo want to say Akufo. So you bet there is a likelihood Akufo-Addo will win the next election. You can say NPP will win the next election and NDC will lose. Because NDC is a serious political party, sir. Maka. Alaje no asema. Makawi. Asiafo. When you abresa mo pe you vote winia. Mutimi kwatena page bi ase kwasia aboa asantefo yemwa asantefo yem kwasiafo asantefo ye jimifo asantefo ye des asantefo na mu wi amba kwakire kwa amba faso akwaje asante vote no. Meanwhile, the voting patterns of this country, Obia nim say MDC cross a certain percentage in Asante region will win election. The vote of this country, every now and then, Ashanti region decides who becomes the president of this country. And then never chero. Muntie strategy. Now ya kachira Akufo-Addo want to say Kufo na wanono kolosika krebia. Obeka chira mo say let us do the Akufo-Addo. Wudi agro. Now 2020 wadi yam kakra mo ho. Now yanko 2000 yanko radie. In 2000, President John Ejekum Kufuor versus John Evans Atamils. Now, Osha the margins of vote. In 2000, me say there is a likelihood MPP will win the next election. Mudi diagram this motiwana bobo samambo na me say Kufuor want to say Kufuor. Akufo-Addo one need democracy new. Anasha your friend say, Mamu your friend say, Mensah. What they remember Kasimachiro. Now in 2000, President Kufuor nya 3,631,263. President Milson nya 2,750,124 TNA, getting 56.9%, President Kufuor 43.1%, President Mills. And when we winning election, me mau fact, me mau figures. Now, 881,131 difference, 39 difference. Can you? Anytime MPP is winning election in this country, because omo eye organic base, which is the Akan communities, anytime the Akan communities will wake up, so omo kotoa bebiano, the margin of winning the election is so wide that nobody can actually close it. Follow. I had an answer with you. Safa sa adian to you. Say about so. In 2000, President Kufuor the 881,131 and the BT President Mills. Of course, say election now will be the margin of 800,000 plus. Winia. Opa we agum. Opa change figures, change. And shut somewhere. And that is what happened in 2016. Now, in 2004, even when President Kufuor na ne ho aye he, now by 1 year he, occurred the next election, or the 4,524,074. President Mills the 3,850,368. Tienio follow conversation. Say up. And come on, I tienio. Even when President Kufuor 1 year he, Nanko for 2004 bebre na ntwa ba ma no. Still our the margin of 673,706. Tienye make ye me say NDC may lose the next election because omunye omadwene say ombe the right thing. Omunye serious sir. NDC na say me no makonante kakra. Omunye na serious o. I'm telling you. Open political party ba ko okrom ha. Onye serious na there be omudi agro, omoye omudo manfo. They actually play with the minds of their followers. Anti-President Kufuor in 2004 at the margin of 600,000 plus and the winning tier. Now Oko election. Now Obia the 600,000 plus a winning election. Opa we are going to change the figures. Opa this it won't change much because organically NPP for almost support base, which is the Akan communities, and also change the other tribes. I'm not saying tribalistic. Asante region vote omunya ni akowe NDC vote omunya. So MPP organic members any more. Organic NDC members. Now in 2008, yanko say move follow there. In 2008, tieniye ne nyansa ewo. NDC mom follow na mo anyam homework ye. Na mo beye kwasia abua Jimmy kwasia abua Jimmy a ebafa mutri wo. Now in 2008, after 8 years of a year amemu ana President Kufuor bebu ana manfo ni bebre adwane okra no. President Mills enya 4,521,032. President Kufuor nya 4,480,446. Tienio. The difference womumienu President Mills did BT Kufuor after 8 years of Kufuor amemu anamanfo no wachire omo enokura no NDC for ebebre no ejinja womo se yebepamu eye MPP akọ yebepamu MPP akọ. The difference womu di winning after the second round eye 40,000. Tienio. Say 40,586. Imagine President Kufuor over 800,000 vote difference and 800,000. What the what close now in 2004, President Kufuor over 600,000. 600,000 closing the gap will be difficult. But in 2008, Mumma Ekufuor any chance biya elections yebeko bewie na the gap between even if NDC is winning the gap between NDC and the NPP 40,000 Akufo-Addo be close on this President Akufo-Addo will never hand over power by a gap of 40,000. One constituency pair can change that. Because NDC organic members ensure that also. So floating voters are to by NDC. Instead of the NDC becoming attractive to the floating voters, kwasia biti America na kwasia abua Jimmy na abua kwasia santefo mua akamfo ya mua gama nchene ne ngrofo ya kwasiafo mo nso mo per vote of floating voters. So organically NDC numbers are not that much. And this is the gospel truth. Because after 8 years of President Kufuor, obviously obiaba 8 years ne ho ye hi and ne ho ye hi and Kufuor sorry akopamuni boom. That is why JJ Rawlings after the 8 years and Kufuor kopamuni boom no omudi over 800,000 margin the pamu JJ Rawlings. In 2004 kwa President Kufuor wa ye hi omudi 600,000 margin and ma President Kufuor wini ye. In 2008 President Mills wini ani ye pamu NPP 40,000. 40,000. And anytime you give Akufo-Addo 40,000 vote margin, Akufo-Addo ono be kulisi. Now 2020 do ade am wow. Now yanko 2012, right? Yanko 2012. 2012 when John Dramani Mahama. So from 2000, the first time even a certain president akwa election omatimia increase NDC margins party. NDC margins are the highest since 2000 election. Say I'm the make follow. The highest margin of NDC our win election. Don't forget 2008 wamunde 40,000 winning. 2012 President Mahama being a certain president going for a second term. What they a difference of 325,863 and a winning year. That is the highest. The highest. Meanwhile, the NPP uses 800,000, 600,000 margins to win election. But the NDC will use a linear, very minimal margins to win election. So in 2012, President Mills, President Mahama, when he had all the state apparatus, onya 325,863, the highest so far. Now, yanko 2016, yanko here. In 2016, again, when NPP was sacking, when Ghanaians were sacking NDC, Okatakyie say anytime Ghanaians are sacking NDC, the voting margins are so massive. Yanko 2000 yanko radio. Say yanko 2000 yanko radio. 2000. Omudi 800,000 plus and a sake NDC. Yambra 2016 yamra radio. Yambra 2016 yamra radio. In 2016, omudi 984,570 the sake NDC. So it's obvious, sir. Anytime the Ghanaian people are sacking the NDC from government, they sack the NDC with huge margins that closing the gap becomes nearly impossible. But anytime the Ghanaian people are sacking NPP from government, from 2008, 2008 no more radio, they sack the NPP with very minimal 40,000. So when Ghanaians are sacking NDC with 800,000 and 900,000, Ghanaians are sacking NPP with 40,000. Medical Okatakyie, what my Akufo-Addo 40,000 gab, Akufo-Addo will close it. Now, Yanko 2020. 2020 election, President Mills, President Akufo-Addo, and John Dramani Mahama. Now, don't forget that John Dramani Mahama had to close a gap of 980,000 plus. 980,000 plus, you know, or close a gap of just 400,000. Tienio, Tiedemekan, me say, Akufo-Addo amemo kankan pa wo bu ye in 2017 ebesi 2020 ana Ghana for 1 year he when John Dramani Mahama had to close the gap. John Dramani Mahama closed the gap of 400,000. John Dramani Mahama closed a gap of 400,000. Now, in 2024 election, Tiediami Kayipa, polls be any way Benasin Kwawutimi Yasa Pussy, Mamu Kotie, Kwasiani Abwa, Muntia, and Yansa, Muntia. Mrs. Samoa Yamu homework ye, NDC Mutra, Nakwasiani Abwa, Santifotri Kankas, and the boy Jimmy, and Grand Four Gamanche Jimmy, and Moama Samoa. Now, in 2024, John Dramani Mahama has to close a gap of 500 and say, John Dramani Mahama has a Herculean task of closing a gap of 517,000. And sana the Odibe Rinia Betoso, Tiede Mekaniye. This is a gap he has to close. And we'll close it. We are and sana the Odibe Rinia Betoso, Tiede Mekaniye. And medical channel say NDC winning and the voting margins are very minimal. When NDC is winning election in this country, the voting margins of NDC is very minimal. So if the NDC will not strategize and they will continue to incite tribal politics, and you lose the attractiveness of John Dramani Mahama by well-meaning Ghanaians, you can't win. Who win it? Who win you? And you think the automatic failure of Akufo-Addo is an automatic win for John Mahama? No. It doesn't work that way. Sadesadia, Buhari, Amemo Fokankanya Obunu, Nigeria. But the party we need. Obianim said Tinubu is part of the corrupt system in Nigeria. But what we need. So the failure of Akufo-Addo alone is not a determinant of the win of John Dramani Mahama. They make a genuine power, and Yakwasiani Abo. Oh, Pabet me the Dimatam, Udi Dimatam, I say, I'll give it to you. It is your own palaba. So NDC may lose the next election because they have a gap of 500,000 plus to close before John Dramani Mahama Bebabe winning the year. Meanwhile, in this country, their voting patterns are not that high.